Hello and good morning, this is BBC Radio Orkney, 40 years and a day old, coming to you live from Kirkwall on this Wednesday, the 10th of May. I'm David Daly and I'll be here with you for the next half an hour. You know what? I think we could almost say that it's just about summer. The sun is shining, the chairs and tables are on display in front of the cafes, and the cruise liners are going in and out faster than Jimmy Shan's accordion. This season looks set to be the busiest yet, with 140 cruise ships due in the county's harbours. Orkney is now officially the cruise ship capital of the UK.
Excursion!
Another day in paradise, another lovely, amazing cruise ship arrived, another day of misty, dreich weather, but you know, look at the positive sides of this. The rain's great for your complexion, allegedly, and it makes great whisky in Orkney as well. This is the largest ship ever to come into Kirkwall. The maximum capacity on this for passengers is 4,345 people. Adriano, what do you do on the ship normally?
I am in the entertainment. I entertain of the persons inside the ship. I do some fun games, and some things in the theater.
Is this your first time in Kirkwall?
Yeah.
You like it?
I need to drink one Scotland whiskey.
You'll love it. Don't get too drunk though.
No.
You have to entertain tonight, right?
Yeah.
The town today is going to be busy, and I think we'll probably have around 2,000 to 2,500 people in the town between now and lunchtime.
All right, Michael.
Now that guy is Jimmy Polk, and Jimmy provides the shuttle service for the whole season that takes the people from the pier through to the travel centre, and he and his wife Vega run a local company called J&V Coaches to provide the shuttle buses, these long bendies, and then they provide the majority of the tour coaches as well for the season.
The largest cruise ship to have berthed in Orkney has just arrived at Hartston. MSC Preciosa has a total of over 4,000 folk on board. The Panamanian registered ship boasts no less than 8 restaurants, 7 bars and 9 shops, as well as a 1,600-seater theatre. She's expected to leave again around 5 o'clock.
I'm just looking to shop.
We're going to go shopping.
No, I don't want a man. She does.
I want a man. Yes.
I want to find coasters with the family
Looking
name
for a
on
man,
them.
yes. She's been looking all day. I've been looking since I got on ship. Yes. We bought the drink package. Yeah. It's only a few drinks to break even. So for us, for me,
You got it for
it's well
free.
worth it.
You
We
had to
do,
pay
but
for it.
we had to pay for it. But no, we didn't have to pay for it.
No,
but,
you didn't. There's
but if
cows,
you had,
Mary.
those are horses.
Oh, they're good.
You're going good.
She started drinking early.
Right, today we've got the Preciosa in, which is one of the largest liners we've had in, with 4,345 plus crew. So we're expecting it to be busy. This is Fiona. Fiona is a friend of mine that's just come in to help today, because normally we rely on the students to come home from uni to work for the summer, but most of them aren't home yet. So bless her, she's not working at the moment, and she's come in for 2 days to help me prep.
This is quite an eye-opener for me, really. I didn't really, when I passed this morning driving in here to come and help Lorraine, it's like it blots out the sunshine. This enormous liner, it's almost bigger than Kirkwall when you see it in the distance. I think it's quite cool, really. I think it's really, really quite good for the island as a whole. And it's nice to see so many people visiting. I've never been on a cruise ship before, and I know I had a look on the internet last night to see exactly how big this ship really was. There's like 6 swimming pools on it, for goodness sake. I mean, this ship was in today. I mean, the restaurants on there, I was looking at last night on the internet, it's incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
24 hours a day they can
I
eat
know.
whatever they
And
like.
it's
So obviously
from
they're
pizza
not
to
going
blooming 5-course meals, so
Yeah, exactly.
so they're not really needing a scone. Although it would be better, the
if
scone
I
here.
was on that ship, I would need to take all my 3 wardrobes, the 3 sizes.
So
You know, small-ish,
No, I thought
medium-ish,
medium,
large.
we could do a swap.
Aye,
All the
exactly.
three. I know.
I would never manage to be on that for like 5 weeks. I would be
No.
sinking the ship, I think.
Exactly,
Yeah.
I know.
The cruise ships coming in here for us is a very positive thing. You know, when we started with one bus and now we have 23, so I mean, you know, it's not the only thing that keeps us going in business obviously, but it's a huge factor in the summertime. The population of Kirkwall is something like 8,000, but you can nearly double that in a day. But there is a lot of negativity on the island. Some examples you hear, you know, some of the shopkeepers in Kirkwall say that they get shoplifting quite a lot just because of the shops being so full and they can't manage them properly. So if that is happening, then you can understand that. People speaking about the roads being so busy with buses and things like that. But I still think if I wasn't involved in this industry, I think I would still be happy to see the people here. 'Cause I like the hustle and bustle of it all.
I don't really know what Michael does.
Nobody knows what Michael
He's never in the
does.
country. He's always going abroad to do something, allegedly work. But I'm sure he's helping bring the cruise liners in, which is great. And look at all the people it's employing.
Yeah. I mean,
Fantastic.
absolutely. Thank you so
This-
much, Suzanne.
Oh, that's okay.
Never in the country. Wow.
Yeah, always at the airport.
Is he taken for business? Is that what it is?
Well, he says that, but he comes back with a suntan and lots of gift bags and stuff. Because I used to work at the airport, so I saw what went on. I have inside information.
We've had 4 shuttle loads full of people, so there's about, 460 people already in the town this morning before 10 o'clock. Once the throng of passengers have gone, the crew will come off as well, those who want to go into town on the complimentary shuttle. And it's ironic that the crew love to go into the charity shops in town, and they make an absolute fortune from cruise spend.
They seem to buy a lot of bedding and handbags, especially the crew. So if the crew are allowed off the ship, they tend to buy a lot of bedding.
Yeah.
And they then go on to buy a suitcase and fill it. So we're just from previous years sort of preparing ourselves with that knowledge.
The different ships text each other and say if they're in Kirkwall, they go down Victoria Street and there's this charity shop's down there. If they're in Invergordon, they go to here. If they're in Lerwick, they go there. So the information from ship to ship is passed, which is fantastic for us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yep,
we gain from it,
definitely.
and that supports our services that we offer in our cancer support centre.
I'm a teacher. I don't think I could wear it to school. Would I be a large?
I've been here on the street since I was 18, opened the shop when I was very young, and I've seen lots of changes, you know, throughout the years, particularly with the liners, with the increase in the liner traffic. And I think it's just, you know, it's just given us such a boost in the summertime, you know, to have all these people coming here. You know, there's no way our town centre would look as good as it does, you know, if we didn't have those cruise ships, because that is extra income coming in all year round, including us, you know, because really in January, February, March, it's absolutely dead. You know, there is no tourists here, it's just quiet as anything. So in order to survive the winter time, we do need these cruise ships.
This is quite unusual. We grow a lot of rhubarb in Orkney.
Well,
So,
I do
I mean-
too. I live in Elko, Nevada.
Yeah. And they grow rhubarb there too?
Rhubarb will grow anywhere. It's a weed.
It's a weed.
Yes.
Well, we eat loads of it here.
Yeah,
we love
so
it in
do we.
Orkney.
You meet so many different kinds of people. I met a security guard from Alcatraz, believe it or not, once on this. Said they were Al Capone's guard on his door. I mean, anybody could tell you, but I believed them. We could ask questions from, you know, what's the population of Orkney to what kind of grass that is. To be quite honest, I don't know if there's different types of grass or no, but it's grass to me. So, you just give them an answer, even if you don't know.
What kind of grass did you tell them it was then?
Long grass. I'm a local person, so if it's, you know, I'll tell people what I know, and what I don't know, I'll just make up anyway. So it's all good. Most people are happy. I actually got a book from a girl once, and she told me to read it when she went into Skara Brae. I said, why? She says, because you obviously know nothing about Orkney. So. Straight up there, you come to there.
Oh, it's a Broad Street, right?
Just walk across and up here.
So this is just only the walking area. We can walk over here and when
you can walk. There is cars.
How often is this bus or shuttle bus?
We just go around all day.
All day?
Okay.
Until I'm dizzy. Hello.
Hard Rock Cafe, please.
Hard Rock Cafe? No problem. Have you had enough, guys? You go back for lunch?
Too right.
You have lunch in the town. Sometimes that's what people get annoyed at, yeah. All the food, you know, that's all inclusive of whatever on the ship, and they go back at lunchtime, and some of the cafes and restaurants say they don't make, you know, a lot. I quite understand that, but I'm sure they make an extra pound somewhere along the line. Hello, come on guys. I won't bite.
It's about 1:30 now, and everybody is having teas and coffees. Nobody's eating any food. We get people coming in, having a cup of coffee, sitting on the Wi-Fi. They can stay hours on end. You can't exactly ask them to move on. But no, there is a win-win for some people, but it's certainly not the food industry, I feel. Some friends of mine that used to come up here quite a bit, they feel now that when they come to Orkney with these cruise liners, it's changing everything and it's spoiling it. And, you know, so because when you've got that many people walking about, you just can't help. You can't help to, you know, like to think that, you know, where are they all going to go, you know?
Yeah, there's a lot of positives. I just think that you have to think about them
Yeah.
a little bit more.
Yeah.
And perhaps you need to get your non-Orcadian head off.
The biggest positive, I would say.
What was that?
What did you say?
Getting to work with me.
She's such a trollop. Stop eating the chips. She's fired because she's eating the chips.
Hello.
Could you open the doors, please,
Oh,
Mr. G?
yes, I may consider that for you.
He's in a good mood today. Some days he comes in and his hair's all over the shop.
Here?
Got his jammies on still. Yeah. No, your place, Mr. Bus Driver.
Are you coming for a run?
No, I have to stay here and look after him. Hello.
Morning.
It's good. Well, I think that's just about everybody that we've got.
Hello, are you guys off one of the cruise liners?
Yes.
Yeah. How long are you, you know, on the ship for?
This shop?
Yeah, on the ship, you know, when you work on the liner, how long do you spend? Is it months
A
that
month,
you're
yeah.
working?
10 months.
10 months?
Yeah.
Wow, 10 months, okay.
Most of the crew are from Southeast Asia, the Philippines. We've had a few from like Sri Lanka, and they do a lot of shopping to take back to their families. Obviously they've been away for such a long period of time that when they're home they've not seen their wives, children, partners, families So today they were explaining that the reason they come into charity shops is because it is a lot cheaper. They're not tourists, they're not here to buy souvenirs as such, it's more essentials.
Surprise for the price, and then yeah, it's really nice.
Today they were buying body warmers because they're finding it cold. £10. This is your first time in Orkney? Yeah, first time, yeah. And will you be back? Does the boat come back here? Next month. Okay, yeah.
So we'll see you then.
Yes. Yeah, we'll see you again.
We'll have new stock by then.
Yes, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, bye. I know that people have their views and there's negatives to it, but certainly for ourselves, we're trying to constantly striving to raise as much money and awareness as possible that we're here. And if the crew of the cruise ships are telling each other about us, that's the best, PR we can get, really.
Orkney welcomed the largest cruise liner ever to come into the county yesterday. The weather wasn't ideal, but the operating company said that despite the rain, the visit had been a great success. Sadly, today's weather forecast predicts more of the same, and you can expect cloud cover to roll in this morning.
This morning in port we have a return call from the Caribbean Princess, as they call it in the States, or the Caribbean Princess as we call it in Orkney. As you can see around us, we have got Caribbean weather. We've got beautiful grey skies and a nice chill to the wind, just what you get in the Caribbean. And that's why they come here, for the weather. Hello folks. Where are you from?
California.
Oh my God.
Come a long way.
You come a long way.
Yeah, but my folks are from Oban.
Oh, you've got Scottish ancestry?
Yes, I do.
Have you been to Oban?
Yes, I have.
Do you love it?
I love it.
I love California.
Would you believe that a woman's just come up to me and said, I want to go to Edinburgh?
What, from here?
From here. So she obviously thinks that she's in Scotland, so she's worked that out.
She's got that bit right then, that's fine, yeah.
And hasn't got a Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
This is their first port call in Scotland, to be fair. However, a map would be handy. But yeah, she wanted to go. So
she wanted to go to Edinburgh?
Well, I just told her she'd have to fly, and she was astounded.
Yeah, you get some crackers.
Well, a lady said to me one day, okay, I said, where do you want to go? You're on the bus or tour or into town? She goes, no, we're in Dublin, aren't we? Right? And I'm like, no. I don't know where they'd been or where they were going, but she obviously
They get
thought they were in
disorientated,
Dublin.
I think.
Yeah, but that's pretty disorientated,
Yeah.
I'd have thought. However.
Today, for the first time this season, we're closing the streets from 10 o'clock in the morning through till 4 o'clock in the afternoon for health and safety reasons, for traffic management and so on. So all our great retail supporters, a few of the shops such as Judith Glue, Stephen at Aurora, all of the main shops in the main drag, Sheila Fleet, etc., will make hopefully a really good trade today. Folks, Aurora Jewellery in town, 10% discount.
There you go.
I'll be here till 6 o'clock. Cufflinks.
The jewellery side can be really good, if you get people coming in, they want to buy a gold ring. They can buy, have had people coming in buying a gold ring, a diamond for £1,000, no problem, but it tends to be more silver that you would sell, because they're generally buying it as gifts. But actually last year I had a passenger off a cruise ship who came in and bought a gold bangle for £2,500, and it was just, they were just quite happy to do that. It's great when they do. Jewellery's ideally suited for cruise ship passengers because it's a small item and it's not taking space up in their luggage. Over and above that, they really like textiles, tartan products, etc. And that's quite a big part of the business. We've got the Caribbean Princess, which I believe from the radio this morning there's 3,100 passengers on it. mostly American, I think, by what we've seen so far this morning. It should give us a good day because the Americans are very good at spending money.
See, it looks good. He's a good model. No, it looks very nice. We're eating too much. You eat too much every 2 hours, and you think it's normal because you only had one dessert and the person beside you had 2. So you think, oh, I was really good, and I don't know how I'm going to fit in anything, or I was doing really good weight-wise before I started this. Not good now. But I love some of your stuff. Gosh, that's gorgeous.
If we were to rely on local trade, I don't think we would have the high street in Kirkwall that we do, which I think is, in the long term, is good for locals as well, because they have a good selection of, of goods to choose from, and a lot of nice shops, a good looking high street.
For us, we've just entered into this whole city centre, and we feel it's vibrant, it's inclusive, and there's a real sense of community. A few years ago, folks started speaking about the fact that we should have a shop in town, and we never really felt that was viable. Then the one thing that struck us was when the cruise ships started coming, we realised that there was quite a big international market, and for a while we travelled to London to shows, retail shows, to try and increase our market. And then we started to realise that there was actually a visiting market right on our doorsteps.
These people in this town are so nice. Lal, she gave me her recipe for scones, so I might open a store over here and sell scones. They were so wonderful. And these are so
These are
great.
lovely. These are a good choice.
The people are so nice in this town. Thank you, ladies.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yes,
Love
that
you.
was very
Enjoy your
nice.
stay. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Gotta say bye to my public here.
Thank you again.
So here we are, 4:30 on a Thursday afternoon, and these are the last of the passengers coming back now. The last shuttle bus is away, and the last tour bus has returned. We've had about 3,500 folk ashore today, and about 800 or 900 crew as well. And I think the majority of retailers in the street are really, really happy. So fantastic day all round.
Orkney welcomes the Norwegian Jade cruise ship for the first time this morning. With around 2,400 passengers and 1,000 crew on board, businesses and historic sites are preparing for another busy day. The Kirkwall City Pipe Band has been rehearsing in preparation of the ship's departure this evening. They'll be at the pier later on to play out the liner.
I have a tour book today from a couple from America. It's significant for me because this is where I'm going to make my income through the summer. There's a lot of people come off these ships that come in here, so it's a very important business for me personally. About 2 years ago, I had a heart condition called long QT syndrome, so I was retired from the fire service. Decided to go for tour guiding. Quite enjoy history, love Orkney, so I thought, why not? That's them just coming down there with a red fleece on. How are you doing? Nice to meet you. Hello, Robert. Pleased to meet you. I'm David. I'm going to take you on tour today, so if you'd like to follow me.
We are going to the Italian chapel. I just know that it was made by Italian prisoners of war during the Second World War. And it's kind of ornate and colourful.
So it's to do with the story of the U-boat that got into Scapa Flow. Winston Churchill came to Orkney 6 weeks into the Second World War, and he said that the eastern approaches to Scapa Flow must be blocked now and forever. So he sanctioned the building of the Churchill barriers, but labour was short, it was difficult work, and when the Italians capitulated in the Second World War, some of the prisoners were brought to Orkney to help with the building of the barriers. They were given permission to get 2 Nissen huts or Quonset huts to use, one for a school and one for a place of worship, and they decided to use both of them as a place of worship. There was three main people involved with the building the Italian chapel, and the main one of them was Domenico Ciocchetti, who was an artist to trade anyway. He got a lot of the inspiration for a lot of things in here from a prayer card that his mother had given him before he went to war. So you can see how they've constructed it. It's just your Quonset hut or your Nissen hut, and it's lined with plasterboard, so you can actually see where they've got a join in. What they had to hand was concrete. They had a good supply of concrete. They had a good supply of steel, but they didn't have an awful lot else. We've got the two, they're not stained glass windows, they're just glass windows, and they're painted from behind to look like stained glass windows. So the amount of work and the artistry that's gone into that is pretty incredible.
It's breathtaking. I can see how you say it. You feel proud that it's yours. Unbelievable.
I'm thinking that with very limited resources, people who are creative can do almost anything. It is quite beautiful.
Where the f is you? She's fired. She's fired.
I cry every time.
What, for the pipe band?
Yeah. Every time the pipe band starts and the boat's moving, I don't know what it is. But I've
Just
seen
flicked a
you
switch.
cry, Michael.
I have never cried.
have.
I haven't. One of the greatest challenges we have in marine business in Orkney is perception, and I think because we're a small island group located off the north of Scotland that perhaps we don't have the facilities, the skill sets or the supply chain to deliver. That is so totally wrong, and what we constantly do up here is, because of that misperception, we all tend to punch above our weight, and because of that we do well right across the board. And to be called, you know, the cruise capital of something that's a global industry, it makes us all really, really proud.
Ewan McGregor's back on Monday night with life on the northern edges of the Atlantic. Stormborn is at 9 over on BBC One Scotland. Later tonight, who wants to be beside the seaside? We're in Ardrossan at 8:30.